Okay, so our next group is Generation Green Project. They were the ones who are practicing in the background there. Tonight, their presenters are Dhruti Patel and Mickey Sankari. You guys, they are proposing that we blaze new trails for young people to connect with the emerging global green economy. It was like that alliteration. It was just tough for me to get through today. You guys, good luck.
You got it. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. All right. So, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Game on. My name is Mickey Sankari, and I'm the president and co-founder of the Generation Green Project.
My name is Dhruti Patel, and I am the co-founder and CEO of the Generation Green Project, also known as Gen G. Every Tuesday, we work at Schmidt Elementary, located in Chicago's Calumet region. The school has no science teacher. It went half a year with no math teacher. Our sustainability curriculum is the only science instruction these students receive. It is here I found Treasure. Treasure is incredible. She knew the purpose of fiberglass in a light fixture. Last week, she made a parallel circuit. And she is working towards making a room right now. I asked Treasure if she wanted to be a green professional, and she asked me if that's what I did, and I said yes. She then told me she wanted to be an energy engineer too, just like me. Our presence at Treasure School is part of a bigger idea, an idea that builds a bridge for her to access her dreams.
Through the Gen G project, we introduced Treasure to green industry professionals, a community working to ensure that people, profit, and planet thrive for present and future generations. Just take a look around you. Yep. In Illinois, the green economy is expected to grow 13% annually. That means more than 5,000 jobs every year in Chicago alone. A high school diploma is the ticket to more than 40% of these careers in the green economy. A Gen G scholar graduating from high school can join a team of deconstruction, landscaping, and renewable energy. And with a trade or associate's degree, a Gen G scholar can be a team leader at a reuse facility, a green infrastructure, and renewable energy projects. With a college degree and Gen G connections, the opportunities are limitless.
Despite these great opportunities, there's a huge disconnect between students like Treasure and careers in the green economy. The Generation Green Project bridges that gap.
The Gen G project is the bridge to the green economy, building foundations through curricula, jumpstarting careers through workshops, and establishing professional connections with mentorships. In schools like Schmidt, our unique Gen G curriculum is 10 weeks long, introducing sustainability concepts in the classroom 2 hours a week. Our Gen G workshops complements our curriculum with real-world experiences. Our Gen G Scholars explores the fields like water conservation through hands-on workshops guided by Chicago green economy professionals. Our Gen G Mentorships provides our scholars with a supportive team of role models and allies, inspiring curiosity and nurturing talent through guided experiences. This is the core of the Gen G project.
Since on the table last May, Demo Day felt like the end day. But through the last 12 months, as we were building the project, we've realized today is just the beginning. From partnership agreements with Citizen Schools to launching workshops with ACE Tech, we've been building the future of the Gen G project. Today, we serve 45 scholars in 2 Chicago schools through our Gen G workshops, curriculum, and mentorship. Next year, we will expand to 6 schools. That's 120 scholars, scholars that deserve access to the green economy. This is just the beginning.
We need your help to reach more Chicago scholars. We need funding, we need mentors, and we need volunteers.
To reach 120 scholars, we need $50,000 tonight. Those of you who are lawyers, educators, experts, can provide us pro bono startup expertise. You can help 120 scholars get on the Gen G track.
We are Generation Green, a generation that acts instead of waiting for change to happen. The Gen G team represents a diverse, multi-generational band of engineers, designers, federal, county, and nonprofit professionals. We create the impact we want in Chicago.
Join the community today.
Support the Gen G project. Provide the tools for Chicago students to change their lives, their neighborhoods, and ultimately change the world.
Together, we can inspire, incubate, and mobilize hidden talent within our Chicago communities and build that bridge to the green economy. Thank you.
I just want to say that this team, we called them, we asked them if they wanted to be a part of the collaboratories, and they were like, yes. A week later, they had their own website up, and they've actually already gotten your 501c3. So funders, they can accept money. So there you go.
That's awesome. No, you can feel the passion in your presentation, and it actually, no matter what you're trying to do, if you're going to be an entrepreneur, social entrepreneur, it takes that type of like, we're going to get it done tomorrow. It's going to give us money now, and then you're going to get told no a lot, and then you just keep doing it. So great attitude. And also, I love how you're thinking about this opportunity. I think of it as almost like these sustainability jobs, these green jobs, are almost like a subset of the STEM opportunity in my mind, right? Because you're talking about engineering and a lot of technical skills, engineering, design, et cetera. It happens to be a very inspiring subset of STEM fields, right? And it happens to be a required subset in the sense of like, we need these things to happen, right, for our earth and for our community. So it's like a win-win-win. And what you're doing is creating examples, mentors, lessons, right, that makes it real, that makes it inspiring to the students, that could allow it to happen. So all really cool things. I think just a couple of thoughts. One, I think the biggest thing I was thinking as you were talking was, could it be broader than green? So could it be impact, right? So you could say, you could make the planet greener, you could make your community stronger, there's so many ways, health, food, agriculture, environment, that you can apply STEM to, the same skills you're talking about, but to many different types of problems. And in fact, I was thinking, could you get your students to build the Bright Futures Network? Like, how do you engage them in something that, like you guys merge, I think, I mean, I don't want to take on too many things at once, but I just think there's such a broader, even more opportunity than what you've that we've talked about. And then I was just going to mention as a resource, I've seen a lot of mentor networks pop up recently in the STEM field that are online and matching like scientists and others that are working on cool problems. So you may want to tap into that as you build this out.
Yeah, I love the idea, and the passion absolutely comes through. I think a lot about distribution opportunities and distribution channels, and one of those things that I'm considering and wondering if it's valuable would be to connect with organizations within the green movement, right? There has to be some level of collaboration that could be established with that company that wants to help mentor and nurture and essentially cultivate their next generation of engineers, and having the ability to track that could be really great for the recruiters at that company to see the progress, almost like what recruiting is for basketball or football. Turn that into an organization. I mean, engineers are not falling off of trees, right? They are not. They are grown, and I think that having the ability to track them along their life cycle could be really valuable for those companies that are growing. I mean, this is going to continue to become a very vibrant section of the economy. What better way to provide them a pipeline into the right people that they can track? So.
I would actually build on that idea. I would also ask them for the $50,000.
I absolutely.
Because you are the talent pool. No one,
That's what I was gonna say.
and to Jessica's point, I mean, I like the broader idea, but what I actually like about the vertical you have chosen is that it allows you to go to the industry and say, we are training a future leader. It's a growing industry. They need the talent, so they might actually fund it.
And they can help contribute to the curriculum. It'd be a win-win for
Right.
both organizations.
You obviously have logical funders, and when you're going to them, ask them for paid internships that
Yep.
and
Yep.
mentors, and those internships need to be a minimum of 10 weeks because it matters. It starts bringing
great.
it to life for people. Also, I would go talk to an organization called Operation Hope. It sprung out of the LA riots. They do financial literacy all over the country. In the cities, like in Chicago, they have 2 full-time employees and this huge network of people who are trained to go in and teach financial literacy. And it couldn't be a more dry subject, you would think, and yours is a sexy subject. It is empowering because the way they do it, it gets people to understand, gets kids to understand that they're taking control of their lives. Without understanding how money works and being able to have a plan around money, they can't do it. They have scaled this model beautifully, and I can introduce you to them too, right after I do the idea thing.
Perfect.
They actually,
Perfect.
You're the introduction.
exactly. We give them free
kind of-
office space where I work because we love the work they do, and we give them free space to do the financial literacy, and it ranges from young children to adults. And it is a really scalable, easily scalable model.
I think you have kind of narrowed your focus, and I might differ a little bit with the suggestion of thinking more broadly. I think the green focus is one of the attributes that I think is smart and makes sense and makes it, I think, comprehensible for a potential funder or supporter. I guess what I would do is look at those 5,000 jobs and figure out where are those 5,000 jobs going to be and narrow the focus perhaps even more when you begin kind of attracting people who are going to benefit from your work as well as potential mentors and such. The other thing I would say is what is the mentorship experience both for the mentor and the mentee? What are your benchmarks of success in that, and how do you define that? You want it to be defined for both people, so a mentor knows what he or she is getting into, and so the mentee knows what to expect and knows what to do if maybe they're not getting what they have a right to expect. And if both people have that expectation set at the beginning, I think their relationship will be more successful and productive.
Yep. So then, go.
I just wanted to add one additional selling point. I think by making it more, adding this apprenticeship experience on green and applied, you might actually also have an impact on high school graduation rates. And you might actually, for some funders, that might, and see if you can find other programs where people to do that, that might actually be good to add to the pitch and find some additional funders.
Yeah, I think there was a saying that says something like "good artists borrow, great artists steal," and I know it's ironic, but I think that can be utilized in this scenario with great benefit. There are a lot of programs that have mentorship, the progression tracking. No need to reinvent the wheel and educate yourself in the moment. Take the best of the best and find out what they've done that's allowed them to either grow fastest in their industries or have greater success long term. That's going to be something that you may want to take and embed at the foundation of your organization.
Chapin Hall at University of Chicago has great studies on mentoring that will show you how to create that mentorship. But I also think, this is going to sound illogical, which a lot of what I say does, but the big energy companies like Exelon, they will be very hungry for something like this. It's a cool idea they could own. They could probably, give you $50,000 tomorrow, as long as you have the rest of the structure. How is the mentoring going to work? How are you going to connect to people? I think I personally like the green, narrow focus of it because I think it will also be attractive to young students. I think young folks know we have to save the planet, and it makes it sexier. But I think green jobs, go right into STEM anyway. It's math, it's architecture, it's engineering. So It's a really good gateway.
I think Exxon's a great idea, but I would also look in the environmental services field,
Oh,
which is a
yeah.
lot more obvious.
Yeah.
Commonwealth Edison, because they're out in all the
Right,
neighborhoods,
they're
it's
just,
great.
they're here and
Yeah,
headquartered.
but something like Veolia, which has its North American headquarters here in Chicago, is looking for community engagement, and you're right in their sweet spot.
That's right.
So you might think about that. They're in the Aon Center, I think.
And you have, I love your branding too, because you have both.
I do
You have the
too.
generational in it and the green in
That's
it, which is
really-
really your two funding sources in your two communities. I think it's wonderful.
Somebody's a marketing person here. Yeah,
It's us.
yeah, it's really nicely done. And I
Well
think,
done.
you know, I haven't seen anything like this. And it just kind of surprises me that I haven't. And we see a lot of things in Chicago. And I have a foundation in our company that I run, and I would have seen this. So, you found the right space. There's a
Send her
need.
an email.
Great
Thank
job.
you very much. Good job.